What's up, everybody? It's your girl Nova, and you're listening to the Ultimate Weekend Starter only on Rebel Radio Connects. And I'm actually on the phone with Quest. He couldn't be here in the studio today, so we got him live on the phone. So just bear with us. What's up, Quest? Can you hear us?
What's going on, everybody? How's everything going on a beautiful morning?
I know, it's so beautiful today. It's a really nice day. If you're living in New York City, and you're outside today is what, the 22nd of February. It's a beautiful day. You guys should definitely
it's really nice.
Go outside and, get some fresh
Enjoy
air.
the weather. Enjoy the day. Do something different.
I know.
Do something you've never done before.
It's going to be a heavy show today. We got so much to cover. We're going to talk about Vybz Kartel case. We're going to talk about the Jussie Smollett. I think I said his name right. I'm going to just call him Jamal from Empire. We're going to talk about that. We have so much to lock and unload. I cannot wait. And the too much bacchanal with the tea. Guys, don't want to miss this. So make sure you stick around for the show. Right now, we're just going to hit you guys with the ones and twos. And then we'll be right back.
The Rebel Station. Rebel Radio, you're now listening to Rebel Radio Connects. Brooklyn's own DJ Quest.
Hope say love me too, yeah. Loving you daily and treating you right. Good times and bad times and me and you right true, yeah. Ain't true. Loving you daily and treating you right. Loving the way you wind up, you're my queen.
The Rebel Station. Rebel Radio Connects.
Yep, you're great. Yep, alright. I so make baptize. Alright, take it all night. Yeah, wind up your tight. Mama play with you. Damn. When she done sip the honey on the rock, plus the weed with a little blend. She give me the best. Bless. 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 Loving you daily and treating you right. Good times and bad times and me and you right true, yeah. Ain't true. Loving you daily and treating you right. Loving the way you wind up, you're my queen. My baby. Me she for you when you decide to leave. You gotta make you come and I shake like a leaf. Sit down pan a thing, you wear black like your weave.
You're now listening to Rebel Radio Connects.
She living it up when she out there, doing it with no fear. Hey, bubble your body for the up top boss. Bad man a fuck your baby, your top class. Jump up in a belly like say you're upscotch. Remember me get up not every girl a drop class. She skinny tall for me fuck that hard. When me touch it tell her friend them say the boy bad. Back at your love brace against the ball. Make me stop your heart baby till your ball. Me feel the go mommy when you see down funny. What a pussy tight you do if you broke cocky. The fuck a globally. Me love you totally. Say she weak but she not love nobody. But you love it anytime you slap up your body. And me love your baby because you're so cocky. And she love you when you would in her hole. And she did me say buffet no take it out of
Station. Rebel Radio Connects. You're now listening to Rebel Radio Connects.
So hard for just an enemy, hard for just a friend. Just a friend. Me not like me love me family, but me not just see what I did. All I did, my tongue. What should you tell when you are buying you? Be more careful, though you can't find dinner. I know anybody pour my drink, I know anybody buy my dinner. So hard for just an enemy, hard for just a friend. Just a friend. Me nah lie, me love me family, but me not trust you all of them. full of them. My town fuck up, but that's how me feel. Big up and rule, cause up a sunny kneel. All of me long time brother from Teachfield. Long time picture them a whole heap on the battlefield. Some of them are filled with grudge. My dogs are the realest dogs, and my heart clean, filled with love. I'm meditation, sharp like stars, and straight up. For one thing, me hate a friend killer. Me no believe in a friend killer. Family, I need that family. Me love me family, them to me heart. Me would do hate one of them. Real killy dead to the end, dead from me start. Me real better them. Cause them no know when we a buy 3 sardines and the 1 pound a rice from shop. And them no know when we a get chased by cops and the and the drop. And all the woman make it now. Me know how struggle feel. And me know all of them. And me know who real now make them trick me and kill me. No way, you must see mad. Life are the greatest thing that me no left. And me no left, my God. Can't trick me and kill me. No way, you must see mad.
Where'd you find this? You're listening to Rebel Radio.
Man shining on the plans right now. Start up to be man drive out, yeah. So me have to give thanks to
The Rebel Station. Rebel Radio. Brooklyn's own DJ Quest.
all the things. Don't give up on your dreams. All the things. Man feel like a champ right now. Smiling to the bank right now, yeah. Man shining on the plans right now. Start up to be man drive out, yeah. So me have to give thanks to the worst pass. Every time I touch a plane, no one first class. No pussy did that, so me not gonna reach away. No easily me taking up them guys, yes. No man on every guy, and you title.
Where'd you find this?
Today's episode is sponsored by Antoine International Mass Camp. The first stop that they will be in will be Atlanta Carnival, and he will be partnered up with We Carnival. So make sure you guys go and check them out and let them know that Nova sent you. So right now we're going to get into the Nova Notice. And oh my God, this week was a crazy week. It's so much that went on this week. I can't even keep up. But, you know, I got to talk how I want to talk and say what I want to say. And, you know, this Jussie Smollett situation, or like I said, Jamal from Empire situation, just really got me going. You know, it's so crazy to me because, you know, I just feel like, I don't know, like you're hearing so many different stories. It's so hard. And I guess it's really hard for fans who watch Empire because it's like you see Jamal as the character, but what you're hearing and the reasons why he did what he did, you know, like it's crazy to me. But like my question is, and I'm gonna get into what happened for you guys who don't know what is going on in the situation, but my question is, do you think that he will be blackballed from Hollywood? Because
he ruined his career. He already ruined his career. Like,
ruined his career? Okay.
He's already been charged. They already charged him for that. He ruined his career. They just recently, as I'm talking to you, they just made an announcement that he is his character is removed from the final season of Empire. They just posted it just now.
Wow.
He ruined his career. Yeah, he's gone. No, he's just gone. They're not even bringing him back to kill him off. He's just cut from the show altogether. So he just ruined his career.
Back to England with the boyfriend.
But I don't watch Empire.
That's how they're gonna play it. You know what's crazy?
I don't really watch it.
So for the guys that for people who are listening that don't know the situation, basically what happened was earlier, I believe last month. The ending of last month, he got beat up by 2 guys. The story was that he was in Chicago and it was like 2:00 in the morning or something, and he went downstairs for Subways because he was hungry. And then these guys came and beat him up and were screaming MAGA, and then I think they put like a noose around his neck. or something like that.
Allegedly.
Right. He got beat up really badly. He was in the hospital. Everybody, I came back on social media at that time, so I thought like he was dead because the way how everybody was saying, oh my God, my prayers and my prayers. I'm like, what is going on? So it was from that, and then it led into, okay, people of the cast from Empire were receiving threatening letters and so forth. So after that, now you're hearing that the guys were black guys, and then the story keeps unraveling with it saying that these guys, first the story was the guys were on set of Empire, so they worked for Empire, and then they were saying that now this is a whole setup by Jussie because he wanted more money. He wanted to get paid more.
No, it's not about getting paid more. His character was being cut out of the show.
Right, but I'm telling you, it's so many different stories because when I read on another news article, they were saying that he wanted to get paid more.
Yeah, but the news conference I saw, where they were saying that his character was being cut out and everything like that. This was a ploy for the fans to request him to come back and everything like that. But first of all, it's Black History Month. Second of all, they ask you all these questions, the cops interrogate him. He doesn't want to give up his cell phone for any evidence.
But
then they have...
What's crazy to me is that he sat down for an interview, exclusive interview on ABC, didn't he? Or was it
he did,
Channel 4? One of those exclusive news sites.
You right, it was ABC with whatever that lady is, which I don't like. They did a that was even bad. That made it even worse because you go on live TV telling your story, knowing that you're lying, and then on top of that, you're compounding all these lies, and then upon further investigating the whole story, it was just all set up. Now you look even worse. Everybody that has sympathy for you is now turning against you. Everybody that was for you, all the stars.
Sounds so bizarre. Like, you don't think that this is like a setup? Because really think about it. Why would he jeopardize his entire career? Because like, I won't say the face, but he represented the LGBT community very highly. And
not really.
In the show and outside the show, his music was selling outside of the show. Like, he was a star. So why would you think that he would pay? And then they were saying that he paid these two guys $3,500 each. And the story behind that was he wrote on the check training. So apparently they were his trainer, and then another one was like a dietary plan or whatever. And he basically paid them extra. So the cost of the training wasn't $3,500. That was the extra that he put to pay them to do this whole plot. So to me, it's just like this whole story sounds so bizarre, and I'm really trying to separate the character from the actual person. And even though I'm doing that, it still does not sound right. Like it just sounds crazy to me.
But look at it. Like, first of all, he wasn't really, I have to correct you on that, he wasn't really the face of LGBT, because even with this whole attack thing, if you paid attention closely, the LGBT community never came to his to back him up, and I was wondering why they're not supporting him in this crisis and everything like that, because they're very outspoken. You can't say nothing bad about an LGBTQ. I don't know what the Q stands for. I'm always wondering what the Q stands for. I think it's for, I don't know. I think it's a question mark for transgender, but I don't know. But back to the story. Like, it sounds a little crazy because they never backed him up. They never came to support him. They never do the normal things that they do, because when something like that happens to someone of that community,
that's true.
And I was wondering, why are they not supporting him? Why are they not coming to speak for him, or when he goes to these conferences? Normally something happens to a member of the LGBTQ community, you have a whole backing. Like, when you go to your conferences, there's the whole community behind you. You have representatives from the state or anything like that. But he, at the whole, made them stood alone. And I was wondering, why is that? And then now you come to find out, you know, this whole story is questionable because now you had us, you know, feeling sympathy for you, but now everybody's mad at you right now because, you know, you played to our sympathy and then this was a lie. You did the whole thing just because you wanted more money. You didn't want the character to end and everything like that. Now your whole career is over because nobody's gonna hire you. Then you have to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? You going to jail.
This is not the first time you went to jail. You know how news media is always, especially when it comes to the black man, they always bring up their past records. I guess just.
Well, you been to jail before?
He been to jail before for a false identity. It was something with him like I read it on NBC News where they said that back in like 2007 or something like that. I don't know the situation with his brothers. I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna actually give you the actual really facts about it. I don't want to just, you know, say something that is not true, but he has been to jail before. Or not jail, but he definitely did get locked up before for false identity. That's what they charged him with.
See, this makes it even look worse now because you have a track record of doing these shady things. So which makes it even worse and just compound your, like, what are you doing, my dude? You messing up, and then on top of that, you're doing all this on Black History Month, like. You're taking away from the 1 month that people, African Americans actually get to celebrate their culture. I mean, Black history should be just Black history. I don't think it should be just a month. But that's my personal opinion. But at the same time, he's taken away from that because everybody's so focused on him. Like they're not even trying to really celebrating the what Black History Month is supposed to be standing for. But like I said before, all that was not necessary. Like I'm sure you could have gotten other roles, other characters could be played in other movies, other stories, and everything like that. I don't think it was that drastic for you to go that route. And then
okay, so let me ask you this: do you think that he's gonna get blackballed from Hollywood after this? Because they have a lot of artists that or celebrities that did outrageous things, but they still got a job after. So do you think
name me one African American that did that? Name me one African American that was black that did something shady like that and was able to recover. Remember Aunt Viv from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Remember, after she did what she did to Will Smith, they blackballed her.
Right.
Look what Monique done ended her career after.
Right.
Blatantly telling Oprah Winfrey.
Because I was just about to ask, how do you feel about the whole, not trying to stray away from the Jussie situation, but going towards the question that I was asking, do you think it's fair that they blackball these people like Monique? Because like you said, Monique did get blackballed, and she actually went on Steve Harvey's show, I believe last week, to discuss the being blackballed. And I do feel like she's wrongly blackballed.
But think about it. Look what she did, though. You can't go on stage, right? You can't go on stage and tell Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels to go.
Lee Daniels the same creator of Empire?
Yeah, Empire and a whole bunch of other things to go, go suck themselves and all. Come on, if you had a penis, you want them to suck it all. Oprah Winfrey, the billionaire, the person who actually can put black people on, you're gonna tell Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry that.
But still, it's just like, so you can't say how you feel because you have to be scared. So
it's not about scared. Remember what Steve Harvey said, and he was right, and people got mad at him for saying that, but he was right. It's not about being scared. Certain people in this business or in the industry that she's in, you can't just disrespect them like that. They have all the power. Whether you want to believe it or not, this is a business. This business is about who you know.
Yeah, I know.
And you know what I'm saying? Okay, so you can't Oprah Winfrey. You can't talk to Oprah like that. I don't care what people say. I don't care what people think. Oprah Winfrey, you can't disrespect Oprah like that. It's not gonna happen because she got the people. She got the backing and she got the bread to really shut you down. Like Oprah, she's a billionaire, got her own network, her own magazine.
I understand that, but it just leads me to feel like this whole blackball thing. I don't think like it is, regardless of the fact if it's fair or not, it's definitely not fair. With this Jussie situation, I definitely do feel like he's gonna be blackballed from Hollywood for a long time. Do I feel like he could recover from this? Maybe if he do like if it's like PR person is a genius, but I kind of feel like he could come back from this and not be completely blackballed, but it just sucks that being blackballed in the industry of acting or in the entertainment field, it sucks because you can be at the prime of your career and just because you pissed off one person, that's it.
Yeah, and look at Carrie Hilson. She disrespected Beyonce, and look what happened. The whole industry shut her down. Like, yo, you can't disrespect the queen and then be what?
So what about so last week Nicki was talking about the Grammys, and Nicki was talking about that she actually got blackballed because of the producer there. I guess she pissed him off and he blackballed her. So do you think that it's fair, or you think blackballing works as well in the music industry?
It works in all the industries, acting, music, all that. Jay had an issue with some people on Hot 97. Look what happened. Shut them down. Diddy had some issues with people on Hot 90. Diddy had an issue with Whitney Williams. He got her fired from 98.7 Kiss FM. 97.1.
But she was able to bounce back. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she was able to bounce back, but at the same time, for a long time, she couldn't get nothing because Diddy already like, yo, nah, I don't want her. We're not working with her. So once he said that, the industry like, yo, who do we side with? Do we side with the man who's on top, who's on fire right now, who got the artists in, or do we side with this radio person who we don't even need right now?
Honestly, it's just all about who has the most money, and money talks, and who knows who and who has higher power.
But that's what I was saying.
Now, we always hear about this going on in American culture, but going to the Caribbean culture, I don't know if blackballing really would work. So because when you think about it, who was the main person they really try to blackball? Unless it can work if that person is an international artist like Buju, and how they try to blackball him because of the whole situation with the song and not apologizing and all this other stuff.
Yeah, but that was American people trying to
that's what I'm saying.
Buju down.
But that's why I said people like international. But when it comes to the Caribbean culture, I don't think blackballing works because, for an example, Vybz Kartel, he was the biggest person that they try to blackball. Even Alkaline was blackballed. You got to say blackballed in Guyana. He was banned. Like, they banned his music, but it still plays.
Yeah,
because why? The Caribbean people, it's more so of the fans that keeps the artist alive. Guyana, basically, I feel like Vybz Kartel, they really had tried to take him down, but it did not work because the fans kept them alive. They kept his music alive, and that's why blackballing doesn't work in the Caribbean, because the power is really within the people and not who has the power, if that makes sense. Because if it wasn't for those people, the people rioting and stuff like that, you think whether or not they're gonna ban his music or not, it's not gonna get played? It's still gonna get played. He's still gonna get paid. So
yes, but a lot of the music that you're referring to is the tunes that were inciting violence. The tune, like a lot of tunes in Jamaica right now from Vybz Kartel, are not the tunes that he made for Movado. Those Badman tunes, those they were going back and forth in competition. You know, them Gaza tunes, they don't really play them no more. They play more of the gal tunes than the tune that was inciting violence, which is one of the main reasons why Vybz Kartel is in jail right now, is because of his influence on the people. Like, his influence was so great, like they had to do something.
I understand that his influence on the people was, huge. That's why, of course, they're gonna lock him up. That's why if they was gonna lock him up, America was gonna lock him up. Who's to say America wasn't behind locking him up as well? However,
yeah, but he never came here.
I'm not talking about. But regardless, all right, you talking about the gunman tune. That right there was just the era. Okay, regardless, you want to sit here and say it made him money or it didn't make him money. That was just the era that we were in when they had that whole Gully and Gaza thing. So you can't really compare that to now, because now is the time when you got to say him being in jail, quote unquote, is his blackballing, how we would say in America. But it's not stopping his stream of income. It's not stopping his longevity. It's not stopping his legendary status. Is not stopping anything like that, because why? The fans are keeping him alive. And that's the difference with down there and up here, is people would be so quick to turn, aka how they did with the whole Nicki and Cardi, or like how they'll do with, I don't know, all these new artists, or with the Nicki with Monique, I call her Nicki Falker, Monique and Tiffany Haddish, how people just flip the script. But when Alkaline and came out, people didn't flip the script on Vybz Kartel. Yeah, people created that whole beef or whatever, but at the same time, people still respected him and people were still listening to him. And even they tried to ban his music in Guyana. Like I said, they tried to ban Alkaline music in Guyana, and what happened? That people still kept on listening to him. So it still don't matter. Regardless, they try to blackball him from Guyana. It don't matter, because his music is still getting played by the people. But when you get blackballed up here in America, that's it. And then social media just adds the salt to the wound, because then people love to hide behind the screen and just throw more and more and more dirt on their name and turn against them. The same person that they were looking up to 2-3 years ago, before one person who got pissed off decided to just take away everything from them. So that's why I feel like it's two different worlds. It's way two different worlds. And the power is really within the fans. But people don't know that you have the power. And that's why they get away with it.
To a certain extent, that's what I'm saying. This power that you're talking about, it's only to a certain extent. Like I said before, if you piss off the wrong person in the wrong industry, whether here or not, once you're an international star, a lot of times people fail to realize, and music artists, they don't make the money that they make. The majority of the money that they make is not from making these songs; it's from touring. Jay-Z, he makes these songs, he sells these albums, but he'll tell you, like he says it on numerous occasions, him and Beyonce, all the money that they make is from touring. So
yeah, because
say Elephant Man. No, it's not about times are changing. It's always been like that. It's always like...
No, people remember, it used to be about album sales, but after the whole album thing and everything went digital, that's when touring became the big thing.
Remember this, right? It was, what I'm trying to tell you, it was never about that, because guess what? Remember, these labels give you, they gave you money in advance. The money that they give you in advance, you have to pay back from your album sales. Like every artist they explain it on numerous interviews. The money that they make for themselves is from touring. When they go on these huge tours and everything like that, Beyonce made 20, almost $30 million over. No, him and Jay, her
what
and
you're
Jay
saying about they don't make money.
Made over $100 million.
They're so income from touring.
So these people like say Kartel and everything like that, say Alkaline, Yeah, you can't really blackball them, but at the same time, you can decrease or diminish the amount of money that they make. Like Kartel, I don't think Kartel has never been in the United States.
No, he has.
He's never.
He has. He
When?
lived up here.
When?
Way back.
Because I never known
And
Vybz
then he got
Kartel to ever
deported.
gotten a visa.
He got deported.
Oh, because I don't. Well, I wouldn't know, but I never known him for living here or being here.
And that's
So-
why we were talking about in the last conversation why Popcorn is starting to exceed or get further than Vybz Kartel career because of the fact that he's international. That's
But he's
understandable. But at the same time, like I said, I understand what you're saying about they could diminish or decrease their money by deporting them or not allowing them into the country so they can make more money. But if the people want to still play their songs or whatever, it's still going to get played. They're still going to make money regardless. They're not. All right, you got to remember, blackballing, yes, it's about money, but it's also about the people's career. It's about they cannot get a job. Their stuff is not getting played. Look, Bill Cosby show, because of the whole situation, you got to say he got blackballed from Hollywood. They don't play none of his shows. They don't play none of the reruns. Nothing. They took away his entire career.
Yeah, but you can still the thing with Bill Cosby. Right now, you can still watch his shows if you want. You can still watch it on
YouTube, probably.
TV One. No, TV One. Amazon still have it on their thing. Amazon Prime still have it.
But it's only a select networks that decided to do that.
Yeah.
However, because they know they're going to make money off of it. However,
but
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying, however, when that whole situation first happened, they literally pulled every single show from all networks, even down to Little Bill. They took off. From all of them, everything that he had his hands on.
Yeah, the only thing, like I said, the only industry that has them still is Amazon Prime and Hulu. And then, but guess what? But you have to look at it right now. Majority of the people that watch TV, they don't watch TV anymore. They either watch Hulu, Netflix, or Amazon Prime. So therefore, yes, it's being pulled from the network. They lose it. They stop at Bill Cosby, but at the same time, you can still buy it. So it's not like you're not losing anything. I don't know who the money's going to. Okay. Because it's not going to him anymore.
So you said that people could still buy it, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the power still with the people? Because now if people decide they ain't buying that, I ain't buying that, how is he making his money?
He's not. I don't think Bill Cosby's making any money right now.
But that's what I'm saying, because they blackballed him, and
no, it's not about that.
He still have an opportunity to make money, but because the people are not going to support, that's why he's not going to make money.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna disagree on that, because me personally, I just purchased his entire collection from Amazon. Well, I rented his entire collection of the Cosby Show from Amazon. So people are still renting it. I'm just saying that the revenues and the income, I don't think it's no longer going to him. I don't think he's getting any more monetary gains from those shows because he's in jail, which I think is totally wrong, but we're not going to get into that and everything like that. But he was blackballed, you're right, because from the time he tried to buy NBC, they've been coming after him.
Right.
They've been coming after him from the time he tried to buy NBC. But the crazy thing about it is, you know what really fascinates me? Is how African American people are the first people to turn against their own kind.
I mean, I agree with what you're saying. They definitely do turn on their own kind, and that's exactly why I say, like, people up here, they're so, like, they got the media really toying with them, because one minute, like I said, somebody is a Nicki, and then Cardi B comes out, and then boom, they switch on that person and just start going off, and you won't believe it's their own kind, but they would never do that to somebody else. So I don't know, man. This whole thing is just crazy to me. Going back to the Jussie situation, we got way off topic about him, but it just really, really bizarre. with that whole story, and I really hope that he did not make that up for money.
I mean, we're not actually. I don't think we went off topic. I think it's called a whole pattern. There's a whole pattern of how these things happen. Like all these people that are being blackballed, it's a pattern. Like you can tell. Like it's not the first time it happened. It won't be the last time.
It won't be the last.
It won't be the last. But at the same time, for Jussie Smollett, you can't feel bad for him because he actually did this to himself.
He did.
You understand me? Other people, like, you can, make the argument, like, maybe, it was wrong. Maybe, it was unfair or unjust. But for him, like, you did this to yourself. You had the people behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you didn't have to do all this. You already have the support of the people. We enjoyed whatever your craft or the way, you're singing, you're acting. Like, you were, in our eyes, one of the good ones.
And now
you were one of the people that, now you tarnish your own career and everything like that. You have nobody to blame but yourself. Like, it's ridiculous.
I hope he ain't lying. But that's it for Nova Notice. We're going to wrap things up. Coming up is the trending scoop. You're listening to the Ultimate Weekend Starter on Rebel Radio Connects.
The Rebel Station. Rebel Radio Connects. You're now listening to Rebel Radio Connects.
So much things I did not say. And some put more that's in play. We can do it on that beach there.
Tick tock, broke it, set it, broke it, set it, broke it, set it, broke it, set it. So hot, somehow you got extra, forget me not. When it's sweet, what you say? Fever, buy up. Wine for me, baby, everything crisp. My good love make you turn and crisp. Fever, buy up. Wine for me, baby, everything crisp. My good love make you turn and crisp. Bang, ding, bang, ding, bang, ding, 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 bang, ding, bang, ding, bang, ding, 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 ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ding ding, bruga dum diggy diggy ding ding, ding 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 ding, bang ba dum ba dum ba ding 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 ding, that's the ding 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 ding, that's the dum dang bang ba dang ba dum ding. Whoa, watch a girl, hey, ba dang diggy diggy ding ding.
The Rebel Station. Rebel Radio Connects.
I born as a bedroom bully for the girl. Hey, wine and cock up, girl, wine and cock up. Inna the dance hall, girl, wine and cock up. Brace man that thing at your bone no crack up. Foot right there, so lift it up and cock up. Waistline tell time when you tick and cock up. Style you no short, a girl enough you have up. Love how you sexy, you round and fat up. Have your palm base, girl, the whole place smash up.
You're now listening to Rebel Radio Connects.
Girl, you are the one, oh baby, girl, you are the one. Your body hot, so you want a sturdy man. Back it up for the down the journey long. Your body righty, your body righty. Oh, you're righty, you love it, me love it. You want my wifey, set it up now. Come, girl, take your time with the body, darling. Not on a 6:30 because you're back in our bed. Sit down for the jockey. Sit down for the jockey. And your body good and me want to touch you. Your body good and that's why me love you. Sit down for the jockey. Sit down for the.
I'm gonna find out my man, no. Show the ring and when your boyfriend give you. Tell them I know you got to be man, no. Let nobody man come for you.
The Rebel Station. Rebel Radio Connects.
Show
am I do? What am I say?
What's up, guys? It's your girl Nova, and this is Trending Scoop. So we have a lot to cover. So we're gonna first start off with Spice. And if you guys did not know, we're currently in a boycotting session for Gucci. So she also added her conversation and her piece to the whole boycotting. And if you guys didn't know, she is known for rocking Gucci everything for most of her wardrobe. And she announced back in January that she would be no longer wearing Gucci or any other designer brands to save more money. So on Saturday, she threw up an old throwback picture of her wearing Gucci boots and a bag, and she posted the following. She said, "I was the first artist this year to come out and say I won't buy no Gucci this year, and it was a part of my New Year's resolution." She also said, "I came to that decision after doing my accounting last year, only to realize much money was dumped into the designer's brand alone. The boot is $2,800 US, and the bag is $2,800 US. That's $5,600 US. Here in Jamaica, that's $728,000 Jamaican dollars. And trust me, this can buy a car for run taxi." My thing is, it's us black people that spends these hefty sum on these designers, and now a blackface quote-unquote sweater made it even worse. Yup, they spat in our face. Most say let's boycott Gucci, but the truth is, after a while, we go right back, just like we forgot about H&M. We need to start supporting black businesses, period. I was like, how do you feel about this comment? Let me hear what you got to say.
Man, listen. I don't think.
Not trying to cut you off, but if you don't know what's been going on and why we're boycotting Gucci, I'm letting the people know. If you guys don't know why this whole boycotting Gucci thing came about, was because they had pictures that surfaced online last week with photos of, well, it's called a balaclava jumper, and it's basically a turtleneck that's pulled up over your nose, which is black, and then it has a red rim around the lip, basically insinuating blackface, which costs $890. So after that, T.I. got upset and was like, let's start a boycott for 3 months against Gucci and show them how much our money matters. So I want to hear what you think about the Spice comment, though. Let me hear your on it.
Spice, I don't think Spice and all these other Caribbean artists, me personally, I don't think they're making that much money to be spending 20 grand or 30 grand a year or more.
Yeah, I remember she
on these name brand products,
and she does a lot of touring.
Listen, Spice, whatever, I agree with her on the boycotting. I don't care about Gucci because I've never purchased Gucci. I never plan on purchasing Gucci. I don't really care for their products. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, the thing about that is when T.I. did it, a lot of people misunderstood what he was trying to say.
Well, she said she was the first
when he said,
artist.
Hold on, what T.I. saying, but when it comes to influence in the world, we know for a fact that T.I. has the bigger influence. So when he went, like I said, been on the news and everything like that, but not to veer from the fact. The fact that the matter is, like, he did it, said boycott Gucci for 3 months, but people misunderstand and misconstrued. The reason he said 3 months is to tell people and to show people that for the 3 months that nobody African American purchased that, their revenue would diminish to about 70%. But people keep getting like, oh, why only 3 months? You know, this, that, and third. He said 3 months to prove a point. He didn't say after 3 months we're going to wear Gucci again. He's saying for the next 3 months to show this company how much African Americans are worth, we're going to boycott Gucci for 3 months. And at that point, they will realize their money revenue, their income, the stock will diminish severely. I totally support the boycott of Gucci. I totally support the boycott of Prada. Totally support the boycott of you. I know you. The Burberry thing that just recently happened. Even the what's her name? The singer. What's her name? Carrie, or she had some shoes made, and then it had the blackface on it too. What's her name? I can't remember her name. Katy Perry. She had some shoes made with the blackface on it, but she now pulled off the market and everything like that.
I never even knew that.
Yeah, so all these companies are lining up back to back, but I think they're doing it for publicity stunts. I don't think they doing it on a smart tip, on a publicity stunt, but it's really backfiring on them because people are really getting offended and really not purchasing these items. So now they're realizing it's a mistake. You know what I'm saying? But like you said before, like you just said before, and Spice said, the problem with African Americans is they'll do a thing for a certain amount of time, then go right back to it.
Okay, so there's two things that you said that caught my attention. One, you said that Spice doesn't have the bigger influence than T.I. So you think that T.I. has a bigger influence?
Worldwide, definitely.
Why do you think that?
That's a given. That's a given. You can walk down the street right now and ask somebody who...
You're talking about America, but if you go to Europe or one of those places, do you think that Internationally, Nova, T.I. is a bigger artist than Spice. Internationally, his influence is bigger than Spice. I'm not even doubting that. It's a known fact. Anybody who doubts that is delusional. I guess I'm delusional.
You're very delusional to think that Spice has a bigger influence and a bigger following than T.I. You can't walk down the street anywhere in the world and not know who T.I. is. I can guarantee you can walk down the street and ask who Spice is, and people be like, what are you talking about? There's a lot of people who
wouldn't know who T.I. is because you got to remember that type of music is
international.
You think so?
Hip-hop is international.
Hip-hop is definitely international. I'm not saying hip-hop is not international. That's not where I'm getting at. But what I'm saying is the type of music that T.I. makes, do you think that it was on some Beyonce level that everybody knows who Beyonce is in America? And, you know, I'm not trying to say that T.I. don't have a big influence, but I'm just saying you can't really sit here and say she don't have a huge influence as well, because she is very well known, especially in the international market, which is hence why she came to Love and Hip Hop, thinking that, you know, well, it did actually grow her awareness in America. So I think you'll be compared, like you'll be so thinking about only America, but you can't do that.
Listen to me. When I speak upon something and it comes to music, I'm talking about internationally, and I'm telling you for a fact, T.I.
You can't tell me for a fact unless you bring facts proven.
T.I. is the bigger artist than Spice. You will never find anybody in the world to tell you that Spice is a bigger artist than T.I. In what world?
All right, so we're going to put up a poll on Instagram and Facebook, and let's see. Next week we'll let you know what's going on, what the people say. But
are you serious? I can't believe you.
But literally, I'm serious. I'm so, you know what I think?
I think in your mind, and only in your mind, you think these so-called Caribbean artists are way bigger than what you think they are. They're not. These Caribbean artists are not as big as you think they are. And I think you have this belief that they are, but they're not.
It's not a belief. I'm not saying that all of them are, but definitely when they get to a certain point in their career, especially if you sit here and say a song like Rompin' Shop is one of Vybz Kartel's biggest songs, and that's what bust Spice's career. Definitely people know who she is. So you can't sit here and say that she's not a big artist. She definitely is a very big artist, if not one of the biggest dancehall artists in international. As in America, not really. That's why she did the Love and Hip Hop. But that's not the conversation. We're going to leave that for the post. The conversation is about really about the boycotting. And the second thing that caught my attention was off the strength that she was talking about her savings. It kind of gave me mixed feelings with the caption, because it was just like, so were you really boycotting Gucci because of the blackface, or were you just doing it because you realized you were just spending excessively amount of money that made no sense? So,
well, she said it in her quote. She said it in her quote that she spent too much money on it. The motive
behind it, that's what I'm saying. It's confusing to me, because did you do it because you wanted to save more, or did you do it because of what they done? So that's where I was kind of like, but I definitely agree with what she was saying. And this is what goes back to me with the second question that I wanted to ask you was, you were saying that T.I. did that to prove a point. I understand that. And you're saying that he's not saying not to go back and shop at Gucci. But how is that point being proven if you prove that the sales will plummet? Okay, cool. But after that, you're just going to go back and buy it and wear it and flaunt it, which it makes no sense to me, because then your point is like a contradiction in a way. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's either you're going to wear it or you're not going to wear it. You're going to support it or you're not going to support it. I understand you're trying to prove a point about the black dollar. However, if you want that to be more powerful, then this boycott should definitely be a lifetime thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same thing, like she said. People said the same thing about H&M. Don't go to H&M. Boycott H&M. H&M, H&M, H&M. But Christmas come around, not even Christmas. Before then, I would say Black Friday come around, and what happened? You know, everybody is in H&M shopping. And we're all guilty for it. So, I understand the concept, but at the same time, it's just like, does it really hold value and does it really hold weight? That's the question that I don't understand. And leading to that is about the Burberry. Burberry as well is in the hot seat, because according to CNN, the hoodie actually... the hoodie was on the runway during London Fashion Week, and they had to quickly remove an item from its collection after one of the models started the conversation about the hoodie design. So the hoodie design was, if you guys didn't get a chance to see it, it was a noose around the neck, like it was like a chain in a way. And I just don't understand. Like you said, it's about publicity, and it is about publicity. But Marco Gobbetti, who is the Burberry chief executive officer, he said in a statement, quote, "We are deeply sorry for the distress caused by one of the products that featured in our AW 2019 runway collection. Though the decision was inspired by the marine theme," which I guess, it ran throughout the collection. It's insensitive, and we made a mistake. So the model who actually brought the awareness to it, her name is Liz Kennedy, and she actually participated in this show. She took it to social media to tell people that she did voice her complaints and voice her concern about the design. However, they were ignored. So she said, "It is beyond me how you could let a lookalike resemble a noose hanging from a neck out on the runway." And she said, "I had asked to speak to someone about it, but the only thing I was told to do was to write a letter." She also added, "I had a brief conversation with someone, but all that it entitled was, it's fashion. Nobody cares about what's going on in your personal life, so just keep it to yourself." Which, I believe it. I believe that was told to her. And according to CNN reports, Marco Gobbetti later reached out to Liz and apologized after becoming aware of the product. And then also Burberry's chief creative officer, Ricardo Tischke, he also issued out an apology, and he said, "I am deeply sorry for the distress that has been caused as a result of one of the pieces in my show on Sunday. While the design was inspired by a nautical theme, I realized it was insensitive. It was never my intention to upset anyone. It does not reflect my values nor Burberry's. We have removed it from the collection. I will make sure this does not happen again. It just sounds like they copied and pasted the response, to be honest. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with these high-end fashions, but they definitely working. They definitely working to keep us talking about them. So I don't know, but we're gonna take a quick break, and then coming back, we're gonna talk about Vybz Kartel case, and also you don't want to miss it too much bacchanal. This is the ultimate weekend starter on Rebel Radio Connects.
You're now listening to Rebel Radio Connects.
Precision. Where'd you find this?
You're now listening to Rebel Radio Connects.
Mash it up, fine. Every girl just start to wine pan a man, no look back at him. Wine pan a man, no look back at y'all. Just wine pan a man, no look back at him. Everybody know every time we touch down. Wine pan a man, no look back at him. Wine pan a man, no look back at him. Just wine pan a man, no look back at him. Everybody know every time we touch down. Oh, we don't have no behavior. Total disorder. Don't cross the border. Don't cross the border. Bartender, hurry up with my order. Oh, the whole place get turned over. Can't play mass if you're afraid powder. Everybody know every time we touch down. Splinters, that's my show. Fine, yo, Holland pull up. Mash it up, fine. Every man put your hand up, every girl start whining. Splinters, that's my show. Fine, yo, Holland pull up. Mash it up, fine.
And we're back. This is your girl Nova with the trending scoop. So to wrap things up, we're going to talk about Vybz Kartel and his case. And his business partner is confident to say that it looks like he might be a free man sooner than we think. So if you guys didn't know, Vybz Kartel is in jail. I think everybody knows that. I don't really have to go over this. Like, it's pretty self-explanatory. Everybody knows he's in jail, and he's been fighting this case from the time he went in. And Michael Dawson, who is co-author of the book The Voice of the Jamaica Ghetto, he said, quote, "I was in court every day, and if you have any appreciation for due process and equity in law, then there is really no reason why he shouldn't be home soon." That's what he told Jamaica Star. And according to Dawson, Vybz Kartel is confident that he will be released, and the one thing that he really wants to do when he walks out of prison is spend time with his family. He also added that Kartel reportedly refuses to let the system get him down despite his current situation. And honestly, I don't even know. What do you really think about this? You think he's gonna actually get off? I know they said that the case is probably, we're gonna hear like the verdict late March.
Well, the lawyer, his lawyer said, when they asked him, he said he didn't really want to speak about it because he's waiting for the verdict and he doesn't want to put nothing out there to try to taint the what they call the jurors or the courts or whatever you said. So hopefully, I mean, they must have some evidence to prove that his innocence. It would be great if he gets out. I would love it for him to get out. You know, I think he would get out.
I'm
praying.
I feel like
I'm praying and hoping because we need him. I mean, the culture needs him.
Yeah, definitely. His lawyer actually, or attorney, same thing, potato to potato. Bert Samuels actually shared the news and said that he's hoping that the decision will be made during the last quarter of 2018. That's what he said last year. However, he is now eyeing a March deadline for the appeal. And he said, quote, "It's a new term and we are hoping that during this term, which lasts up to the end of March, we will get the judgment." And that's what he said in an interview last month. And he also said, "So we are anxiously awaiting the judgment in that case and we're very optimistic. So let's see what happens." So, I mean, this is, I swear to God, if he beat this case, like, this got to go down in history books. I'm sorry, because this had to be one of the most, like, intense case ever. Like, one of the most intense cases. Like, this is crazy if he gets out. And I hope he does, because I agree, dancehall definitely needs him. Do you think that when he comes out, he's going to actually... You think he's going to change dancehall again?
I think he's going to change dancehall, but I think he's going to... His impact on dancehall is going to be crazy. Like, the demand for Vybz Kartel right now is ridiculous.
Do you think it's going to overshadow Buju?
No.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to overshadow Buju, but I think the demand for him to come back and for the people are eagerly waiting for this verdict, because I personally, like, dancehall need them. They could use them. I'm not going to say they can't. I mean, yes, you have some great artists out there. I'm not taking nothing away from the other artists, but, to get a fresh Vybz Kartel tune is, like, needed. Because you can make as much music as you can.
To get by Vybz Kartel, yo.
Way too much.
Especially when he come out, yo, his price is going to skyrocket, yo.
Way too much. I mean, he's gonna need money, so you never know. It might not be as much as you say, but I'm not that we think. But
what?
What do you mean? He's gonna need money right now. All them lawyer fees and everything like that. And in order, listen,
you think he wasn't paying? You think he didn't have money to pay off that lawyer?
Somebody's right now. Listen to me. Right now, his money is going crazy. I'm not saying he didn't have money, but lawyer fees, all this other stuff, and you're not making no revenue, no fresh revenue. Somebody else is watching your money, releasing your pre-recorded songs. Somebody, you don't know what the money is like. Somebody could just come and tell you, like, yo, we made this amount. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to give him the actual amount, but I know.
I believe
when he
his
come back,
wife is the person who's handling all of that. Shorty or God.
The record label and his lawyer is managing that money, but at the same time, he's gonna need that money. If everybody wants to buy Kartel feature,
his wife is in control of all of that stuff, bro.
Everybody's gonna want a Vybz Kartel, a dub plate, a Vybz Kartel feature. He's gonna his concerts is gonna be crazy. He's gonna make whatever money he spent on the lawyer fees and all the trial fees. He's gonna get it back. And on top of that, what I would look forward to, I'm never gonna lie to you, I would love a Vybz Kartel and Buju Banton collabo.
I think that would be definitely in the making if he's coming out. I feel like they're gonna create another summer. They're gonna create like a summer event with the two of them headlining. And when I tell you the amount of people who's going to fly in for that is going to be ridiculous. Like, ridiculous.
I think that would be crazy if Vybz Kartel. I mean, they've never worked together before, but for them to work together now would be crazy and everything like that. But at the same time, I think they're being watched. So I think they got to step lightly, because I think they're being watched. Even though they're free, they're still being watched.
Of course.
So they can't really do whatever they want to do, but it would be greatly appreciated by the fans, by the people, to get a Vybz Kartel and Buju collabo. Like, oh my God.
Hopefully
Can you
he
imagine?
just doesn't do anything stupid to catch him slipping and go back. So
Hopefully the people around him don't do nothing stupid.
I know.
And everything like that.
Cross our fingers and let's see what's gonna happen in March, and let's see if this appeal gonna get granted or not. And I'll keep you guys updated. But that's it for Trending Scoop. We got too much bacchanal coming up. And when I told you this episode was gonna be real juicy. I told you we was gonna be unlocking and unloading all these different topics. And now it's time for that too much bacchanal. So make sure y'all stick around for that. It's coming up next. It's your girl Nova with Quest, and Quest is on the phone this whole interview. I know.
I'm here though. I'm here. Don't worry. I'm here.
Spirit.
I'm here. Talking to the people, them.
You talking to your peoples? In spirit.
Of course.
Yes. So it's the ultimate weekend starter on Rebel Radio Connectz.
The Rebel Station. Rebel Radio Connectz. No. Listening to Rebel Radio Connectz.
Just play. Come to play. Girls in the road looking like snacks, ready to go, nothing can hold them back. You don't know the news when this all catch up. Rolling in by the tens and twenties, already ready for the biggest party. We see every flag up in every country. If I junk in this, I'll be the victim. Get out the hand, show you the worst things. The whining skills, grind up for you, darling. I'm not sticking. If she bumper, kaka, she bumper them thing. Wine is a wine on your personality. This is how it is in the soccer party. Wine and somebody. The troopers ready for the road now. The big bad truck on the road now. So turn up the song on the road now. I'm not sticking. Play, play, just play, 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 just play, 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 just play, play, play. I say be ready for the paint now. Powder more than the oil now. This is how we just get down. I'm not sticking. Them touching you, you got them touching you. Them never have nothing good to say. Them ask the most questions. Where you from? Where you going? Who are your mother? When last you been home? Mind your funky business. Come mess man, leave me alone. When you see me, leave me alone. Hey, mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Just leave me alone. When you see me, leave me alone. Hey. Them just say study people business, study people business, study people business. So, well, I don't care what people wanna say. Them will talk you any time of day. Hey, you do good, them talking you. You do bad, them talking you. Them never have nothing good to say. Them ask the most questions. Where you from? Where you going? Where your mother? Mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Leave me alone. When you see me, leave me alone. Hey, mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Just leave me alone. When you see me, leave me alone. Hey.
The Rebel Station. Rebel Radio Connectz. No. Listening to Rebel Radio Connectz. You're no. Listening to Rebel Radio
my job breathe. I went to a job college. That's why I did like this. So when I dead, put job on me tombstone. Man, when I dead, put job on me tombstone.
I'm touching on the plate. Every fat tip match up. Me now watch the feet. Every fat tip match up. Everything it a be sell out. Every fat tip match up.
You're now listening to Rebel Radio Connectz.
Shell it. So the girls them do it real easy. Simple, believe. Shell it.
You're now listening to Rebel Radio Connectz.
Are you ready for some bacchanal? Too much bacchanal. Rebel Radio. Yeah. Too much.
It's your girl Nova, and we are here in Too Much Bacchanal. We got Quest on the line right now, and whoo,
Yo.
wow. When I tell you, this week has so much drama. So if you guys did not hear, Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson broke up. And if you're wondering why, it's because, yes, again, he cheated. So this time, though, it's a little different because the person who he cheated on with, which is Kylie Jenner's best friend, Jordyn Woods. Yes. So they're saying, sources are saying that it was just a kiss, but I mean, cheating is cheating, right? So my question to you guys is, do you think your sister best friend owes you any type of a loyalty, or is it off limits? So I'm gonna ask this question to you, and then I'm gonna give my take on this. Well, matter of fact, let me give my take.
Think
on
about
this, right?
this.
I'm gonna let it simmer in for you.
How you gonna get your take on this? Hold on, I need my take on this too.
You gonna get your take? You know what? No. Let me get my take on it, right? So,
go ahead.
My thing is this, right? Now, I felt like Kylie has been doing this for a very long time. Back in Justine Skye days. If you don't know who Justine Skye is, she's like a singer. I don't know if you would say underground singer. She's pretty popular now. She's known. And it was said that she was going out with Travis Scott. Well, matter of fact, let me back up. She took Tyga away from Black China, or I know some people be like, she didn't take nobody away, whatever, but she got herself involved with Tyga, knowing that Black China and Kim Kardashian was friends. So do you think that, you know, she should really feel some type of way that her best friend did that to her or to her sister, since she done it to somebody else, and then publicized the relationship, and then did the same thing to her friend Justine Skye, and now she's with Travis Scott, and then had a baby on top of that? I mean, two wrongs don't make a right. And if that was me in the situation, I'll be upset just like how Khloe is. However, do I think that your sister best friend owes, or should I say, do I think that my sister's best friend owes me any loyalty? Yes and no. Why I say yes and no is because I understand that Jordyn Woods was like family to Kylie and they grew up together and whatever. However, if you're known, or your family is known for doing it, or if my family is known for taking people man, why should I be shocked when somebody come and take my man, whether it's my sister's best friend or not? You gotta realize what you put out in the atmosphere, you gonna get back. So, I mean, do she owe me any loyalty? It really depends on the situation, and I think that it depends on the dynamic of the relationship. I feel like if it was really a situation where they were all close and they all grew up as sisters, then yes, I feel like she should have some sort of loyalty. Regardless, she should have some loyalty and some respect of the strength that that's her best friend's sister, and she should not have crossed that line. However, I mean, the guy is at fault here too. So everybody is blaming the girl, but Tristan is just as bad as her.
Listen. All right. There's no such thing as loyalty to your sister's best. What is it? Her sister's best friend? I'm not your friend. I'm your sister's friend. Why do I owe you
I understand, but you gotta remember, you gotta have respect for the relationship. But that's
what relationship? The Kardashians. Hold on. The Kardashians are whores. All right, they're a bunch of whores.
That's what I said. They don't take people, man.
Listen to me. There's a whole bunch of whores who have plastic surgery to look a certain way. All right, these are not top of the line, grade A females. These are Photoshop females, all right?
Oh my God!
And
not Photoshop.
The fact that Photoshop females, and the one thing I hate is all these accolades and all these praises that people give to these regular people. Like, they're nothing special. These are regular people who went out and had some work done. Like, they're just hood chicks with money. That's it. They you know what loyalty? Like, this is, like you said before, this is what they do. They take people's man. They exchange men like they exchange panties. Like, they all share men. Like, they've been whoring since day one. Like,
okay, but that's what I said. It really depends on the dynamic of the relationship, because if I know that my friend does this on a regular, or my friend's sister does that on a regular, or whatever, why should they be shocked that I'm doing it to them? But at the same time, it depends, because now if she grew up with them as like sisters, from what it sounds like they grew up together really close, then I can understand why they would be upset, or why it's like, yo, bro, you really just did that? Like, you couldn't find anybody else to take somebody else's mind, but you taking my sisters, bro?
No, because this is what we do. We're known for sharing men. So what's the problem? That's what they're known for.
Plot twist. This is probably all Chris' plan, and Chris is sitting here with her hands, like doing the Stevie J hands, like, yes, my plan is working. A new season of what's it called? The show called Keeping Up with Kardashian.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, like you just made it. You just proved a point I was thinking about. This is probably a publicity stunt. Their show is about to get canceled, so they need something to spice it up. This is why they go from men to men to men to men. Like, getting a Kardashian is not like a goal. It's like something you do to pass the time. Like, only Kanye West was done.
Look at Kanye, and look at
Kanye's a fool. He has mental disability, so we can't even count Kanye. He's special. He's a special child. And since his mother died. God rest her soul. So we're not even gonna talk about Kanye. Kanye is a special needs child.
All right, so what about Lamar?
Lamar Odom is a druggie who got dumped from the NBA.
But they all said that anytime you get with a Kardashian, you always turn crazy. The only person that seems to be normal to me is Ray J. I mean, Ray J is the reason why.
Ray J hit it and quit, and Ray J hit it and left. He smashed and dashed.
I mean, Ray J is probably the reason why they are who they are today. When you really think about it, it was kind of like Kim was kind of like what they call a sacrificial lamb.
No, Kim was going from baller she was going from athlete to athlete, and then Ray J got his hands on them, made a little video, made her popular.
But that's what I'm saying. She sacrificed herself so her family can blow up to what it is.
Yeah, but her family was you forget who her father was.
No, I know they were rich.
Exactly. No, they wasn't rich. Her father was rich from running them track joints. Then the mother
Kim made them rich.
Got a little popular. Kim's vagina made them rich. All right.
I don't care what nobody say. The Kardashians is one of the smartest families in the world. They generate the wealth and they circulate it within themselves to keep
the Kardashian is the biggest prostitute ring in the world.
What?
They're the biggest whores in the world.
Okay, if you want to say that, but it does not take away from the fact that they are brilliant.
Brilliant how? By giving away the pom pom, by selling the
They're
pom pom.
brilliant because they make up these. They know how to manipulate the media to work in their favor to create more money. Remember, no publicity is
But
bad
dashing out the
publicity.
boom.
They're always
But dashing
a
out the
topic
boom.
of discussion, which means that it's always money to be made. They have a reality TV show, so now that you're seeing them, you're talking about them. Now they're getting more money. They have all these companies. They're the biggest influencers. Like. They are so smart and they keep it all within themselves, regardless of selling the pum pum or not.
What's the girl name? The makeup girl who's worth over $900 million. Is she part of the family or is she not a Kardashian?
Kylie Jenner?
Yeah.
I mean, she's technically a Jenner, but she's a Kardashian because they all had the same mom.
But she's not really with them, right? She don't be on. Does she be on the show? Is she on that show?
I don't really watch the show, but she's definitely on the show. But it's her best friend that went with her sister's boyfriend, her baby father.
I know she's worth more than all of them put together. I know that much.
Yeah, she's worth $900 million.
Yeah, she's worth more than all of them put together.
When you really think about it, is she really worth more than them or collectively?
No, she actually is. No, by herself. Her makeup and everything like that by herself. She's worth more than all of them put together.
Collectively, they're worth over $1 billion.
But she's not. When you cut her out, they're not even the $500 million mark. When you cut her out, look it up.
You have Kendall, who makes a lot of money as well, and then you have Kim, who is like one of the breadwinners. You
talking about the father?
Kendall. She's the model.
Who's that?
She's like one of the top influencers. Kendall Jenner.
Oh, let me see. Let me Google her right now because I need to know who she is.
Oh my gosh, she's like the most natural looking one.
Well, because
Kendall and then
if we're gonna keep it 100,
like Khole is like the last one too.
If we're gonna keep it a buck,
oh no, and then there's Courtney. Courtney, I think is the one that's really on the bottom that doesn't really do much.
If we're gonna keep it a buck, they all look like trainees to me. So,
all right.
Before the surgery.
All right. So we going off topic. So you think that the best friend doesn't owe any loyalty? So let's flip the
that's
script.
The best friend.
Let's flip the script now. You and your best friend, right? Well, you and your brother, right? And your brother has his best friend, right? You and your girlfriend, whatever. Your girlfriend goes off with your brother's best friend. You don't think, mind you, your brother best friend's been around. He grew up with him, whatever. You don't think that you would look at him like a little brother and think that, yo, you owe me some sort of loyalty? You don't think so?
No, because that's my brother's best friend. That's not my best friend.
So you wouldn't be mad?
The normal reaction would be mad, but at the end of the day, he owes me nothing. That's my brother's best friend. That's not my best friend. That's what, according to the story, like, you don't owe me any loyalty. You can show me respect by not doing that. But at the same time, I'm not going to say you should owe me anything because you're not my best friend. You're my brother's best friend. But you can show me that respect and not do it. But at the same time, I can't be mad at you if you do it because, you're supposed to be loyal to me. No, you're not loyal to me. You're loyal to my brother. You understand me? Mm-hmm. But like I said before, this family right here, nah, they don't get nothing. I feel no sympathy for them because of the way that what they do and the things that they do. And I'm just looking up right now. That young lady you said, Kendall Jenner.
Yeah,
she's only worth $10 million. She has no money. She's only worth $10 million.
I guess. You do have to remember, though, the family is definitely incorporated. Chris, especially, is incorporated with ColourPop.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right. The whole thing.
Kylie Jenner's makeup kit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But
and then she has to deal with ColourPop because ColourPop was its own brand, and then they basically collaborated with her.
Kim as of 2019 is worth $85 million. Like I said before, the family is not really worth as much as they said, under $500 million. But that girl, that young lady with the makeup thing, I didn't know she's worth $900 million.
Yeah, she was on.
She actually earned her joint. She actually earned her joint. These little
you think she
things
earned
right
it?
here.
You don't think like she got it just being a Kardashian sister?
She's not a Kardashian though. That's why
She's a Kardashian sister. She's involved with the Kardashians. And don't you think
but that's
that
why I
her
asked you the question
publicity
I
rate
asked you.
went up after she went with Tyga? That's when people really started to notice her?
Actually, to be honest with you, I never knew who she was. I was looking up the Forbes list for a different reason, and her name came up. I never knew because of Tiger, whatever. Because a lot of people that's millionaires and billionaires are not really known. You don't really know them. They can walk right past you. I've never heard of this girl before until you said the Tiger thing. After I looked up on Forbes and everything like that, but she actually, I read up on her. She actually earned her joint. She actually earned that bread. She actually worked for that money, did the modeling thing, did the investment thing, did all that, and then the makeup brand when she branded with other companies and then got that money. You understand me? So
she worked for it.
But, yeah, she worked for it. That's not like the Kardashians. Like, yo, this anybody who's listening to this right now, Google the Kardashians before the plastic surgery. And you will see what I'm talking about.
I've done that before, and I was very shocked at the results.
Exactly.
I was, especially Kim. I was just like, oh, whoa. She looked kind of like, I don't know, but her complexion wasn't even as...
She looked like her brother.
No, it was just like she had like this kind of Arabish kind of complexion. If you understand what I mean.
Oh my God. I know what you mean. I'm looking at the before pictures right now. It's
not like how they look right now at all.
Oh my God, yo! What's her name?
The makeup too, not only plastic surgery.
It ain't no makeup. This drastic change right here is not because of the makeup. All right, Courtney. If you look at Courtney, I'm looking at Courtney right now. Oh my God, totally different. Like,
well, I
totally different.
Guys, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram and definitely hit us up in the group. We have a new group called Too Much Bacchanal Group. It's on Facebook. And let me know. Do you think your sister's best friend or your brother's best friend owes you any loyalty, or it's open fields? So let us know. I want to hear y'all opinions, and let's keep the conversation rolling, because this is a real juicy topic. And you know, a lot of people will say, nah, it like, why she upset, whatever, until it happens to you, and they're gonna be like, what? Like, you gonna be
I believe that they have every reason to be upset. I just don't believe that they should expect loyalty from their best friend, their sister's best friend, or their brother's best friend. They're not your friend. It really
depends on we're gonna agree. Well, I agree, but I do feel like it also, to add on what you're saying, that it does depend on the dynamic of the relationship. Like I said, if it's more so of a sisterly kind of thing, and you know this person from since they were little, you watch them grow up with your sister, your brother, it's like you kind of take them in as your own, so you wouldn't expect them to do that to you off the respect, like you said, and I said earlier, it's about respect. But also I do feel like there is some underlying loyalty that should be there, you know, like an unspoken rule, like, yo, like, you should have some sort of loyalty, like, not to mess with this person. Like, if it was an ex, I would understand, like, it's different, but yo, this is somebody's whole boyfriend who just had a baby.
Like you just said before, this is their track record. They've done it to each other. They've all done it to each other.
They've done it to each other multiple times.
You just said it. This is what they do. This is what they do. Like, Part of the surgery was to take out part of their brain. The loyalty part of their brain was gone.
Goodness.
Like,
I just think this is a whole master plan from Kris Jenner. That's it. That's all I can say.
Who's Kris Jenner?
That's the mother.
I thought that was the father who turned to the mother.
No, that's Caitlyn Jenner now. First he was Bruce
That's
Jenner,
Bruce
and
Jenner,
now
you
he's Caitlyn.
He's still Bruce Jenner.
He's Caitlyn.
Did you know? Did you know that he won the bravest woman of the year award?
Yes, and that was just, I mean,
the bravest woman of the year award.
I don't think that was fair at all, especially when you have, you know, actual born women that have done phenomenal things.
Yes.
I don't
That's
think
crazy.
that was fair. I feel like that was just like a media move.
That wasn't a media move. That was a wrong move. That was totally
definitely a media move, and it was
that was blatantly disrespect to other women. That was a blatant disrespect to actual women. That was total disrespect to actual women.
It definitely was. I agree. So, I mean, I don't know. With the Kardashians, you just never know what's going to happen next. I'm pretty sure next week we're going to hear something else with them. They're always a topic of discussion. Literally, like, even if it's once a month, you got to hear something about
because people keep talking about them. People keep talking about them. They're not, to me, I'm not they don't fascinate me. They don't, there's nothing about them that fascinates me. For $300,
really love them and follow them up.
For $300, you can get a same type of female in the corner for one night. For like,
all right,
you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna wrap this up.
They're not worth nothing.
Oh Lord, we're gonna wrap this up. Don't forget to hit us up on the Instagram and on Facebook in our Facebook group and let us know what you think. But this is it for this episode. I cannot request no more. I'm done. I'm done with you.
Well, it's always me. It's always me, right? All right, people, we out of here, man. Tune in every week. We here. We
live and we direct every week, every Friday. New uploads at 8 p.m. You already know where it is, the time and the place. So if you guys want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at _Nova Cash. That's with 2H, and you can hit me up there and see all my updates. And you also follow at Rebel Radio Connectz for all the updates on the show. And what about you?
Yes, Rebel Radio. Y'all can always find me at High Quality Entertainment on Instagram, High Quality Entertainment on Facebook, everything High Quality Entertainment. You can also find me on rebelradioconnectz.com. All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all people. I'm out of here.
Yes, and make sure you guys go and check out the IGTVs. We definitely have snippets uploaded, and we're about to start uploading our episodes on YouTube at Rebel Radio Connect. So make sure you guys are gonna check that out. We're gonna be all over, guys, and we're on Spotify. So until next time, my lovelies, I'll see you then.